Alright, I have just finished watching the One Piece live action series of 8 episodes around an hour each. I must say it would be fun to talk about it further step by step from the characters, the acting to the visuals, the story representation. So let's begin. One Piece anime has one of the largest fan family in the world of anime, and just a while ago we got to see the most awaited episode of the anime representing Luffy's Gear 5. But this is not about the anime, it's about the live action series that just aired on Netflix. First thing first, the starting of the episode 1 with the execution of Goldie Roger, King of the Pirates, and then when he tells everyone about the treasure, One Piece. The intro, the background music was really worth watching. Where Netflix have failed several times introducing any other live action anime, this time this looked terrific. So this season of One Piece live action series was whole related to the romance down arc of the original anime series, where the plot ends before getting towards the Grand Line and working on saving Nami and her town from Arlong, which technically means that they have covered 25 episodes of the original anime series in the 8 episode of live action series. The work on character design and the dialogues were really impressive, and it was a nice move from the Netflix that they did not try to change any characters on the basis of their looks or dressing. Well, they have definitely tried a new way of storytelling, like already including Garp in the series, the meeting of stubborn old guys Garp and the Chef, and a consistent catch up of Kobe and Luffy, which is all impressive. They did a great job in it too. Where they include a little pinch of different in the storytelling, the plot remains same, which is again a good thing. In the trailer, the character of Buggy and Luffy were the most impressive ones to me, but when I saw the series, the character of Zoro and Garp totally take over the spot. Especially Zoro. Well, Luffy doesn't lose anything. The acting by Inaki Godoy portraying Luffy was so real, he nailed. Buggy's character was exactly the same I expected it would be. Sanji, Zeph and Arlong were also great on their character. I love watching their characters working on and acting. Arlong could be made better. The character design was a really disappointment comparing to the anime, but overall, nice, not a bad one. At the beginning of the series when the opening theme plays and One Piece title appears, they did a creative work on that too. Every episode changes their One Piece title design depending upon what the episode is about. The way they introduced pirates with their wanted poster having bounty written on it was a beautiful approach towards the series. And that's when we see the fourth wall, when the characters themselves tear apart their own bounty poster. It shows they tried making even the little things look impressive and got succeeded on that. Zoro was on point based on the character development and acting, but unlike the anime where Zoro signed as the most badass character and second favorite of most people, in this series they did not give him as much as sign. His action scenes were less and not much satisfying. So was Sanji and Luffy, who's the main character. But we'll see how they do it in future if they are going to make the second season. Moving on, the appearance of Mihawk was convincing. He did not get that much amount of role, but was bang on it. I mean, I like Mihawk in the anime, but I never thought that they would make him so good in the live action adaptation. The character designing, the dialogues, it was so great. Mihawk was on fire. A lot of cinematic scenes in the series showed us take hold of our attention towards it, and there are so many expected scenes. It's a different kind of fun when we know what's coming, but we still want to see it because this time it will be shown in a different manner, where you can include the cannon throwing of Garp by his hands, Zoro using three-sword style, Sanji naming his move before hitting Kurobi. Buggy's introduction and using Chop Chop Cannon was so great. Nami saying help me and the Straw Hat crew being ready for that. That was my favorite scene in the whole series. Now the backstories are one of the most important part of One Piece, so how could have they forgotten that? But unlike One Piece, the backstories in this live action series may not add any more interest for the ones who hasn't watched One Piece yet. Overall, I'd say, despite of a lot of missing expected scenes, One Piece live action series is actually worth watching. The acting is great, the visuals, CGI, characters, dialogues are worth watching. According to me, they should have worked more on action sequence, but again, my perspective is amongst the one who have already seen One Piece anime and are already aware of the stories. Let's see how the world sees and react on it, and we'll talk more about it in the future.